Hi there, it's Bill with the Doomer Bloomer podcast. Now, if you're a listener to the show, you know that I've been doing this for a long time. But now there's an easier way to make a podcast. If you haven't heard about Anchor, let me explain. It's free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your computer or phone. The Anchor app will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple, Google, Stitcher, and many more. And you can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Cheers. We're live.
Hello, everybody. This is John Wynn with my co-host Bill ETE, and this is the Doomer Bloomer podcast, or mini cast, if you will. This will be another short segment of something we've started to do. We're talking about 10 to 20, maybe 25-minute episode. So we kind of want to take it lightly today. We don't want to be talking about all the craziness and doom and gloom that's going on in the world. So, Bill, what do you say about us just talking about some of the TV that's been keeping us occupied in this age of segregation and confinement?
Social isolation, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, sounds like a good idea.
Cool. I'm sure. I'm sure we're not just like being straight up couch potatoes here. I mean, we're doing other stuff, but something light for this little episode, short and sweet.
In between planning world domination. Yep, I agree.
Yeah, exactly. So we both saw the latest. So we're going to try not to do too many spoilers here, but be warned: some shit might slip out, and what some people consider spoilers, is not the same for everyone. So
spoiler warning. We'll just put that in right now. Spoiler warning.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yellow alert. Spoiler warning. So not red alert.
Woo.
Yeah. There you go.
I need a horn.
Yeah, we do.
Props, that's coming.
Yeah, for sure. Or we can just download sound effects, right?
That's true.
We got that. We got it under control.
Mm-hmm.
So, Altered Carbon, right? Was
season 2.
God damn, man.
I'm still. You know what? I'm really glad they explored more of the world.
Yeah.
Like the universe, like Harlan's world, and where does the what is it called, the alloy to make the discs, like where it's mined and where it came from, and it was really helpful for me, at least filling out the world more, like the world building, because it's actually based on a book. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. It's I saw the first one 2 years ago when it came out, and I think I started watching it as Bill, and I'm sure quite a few of our fans know I'm big into futuristic shit, right?
Yeah, cyberpunk.
Yeah. And my girlfriend said she was talking with one of her friends that like fell in love with the show as soon as it came out, and she's like, "Oh, I think you'd like this." And I'm like, oh, wow, yeah. Immortality in the future, all that stuff. I mean, I was like, yeah, I'm sold. Started it, binged it like within 24 hours, and loved the show. And I was surprised because season 2's been out for like over a month now. And I just watched it last week, basically.
Same.
And I was surprised. I was like, well, like we were discussing before the show, it's like I'll go on spurts without binging any TV for like weeks or months on end, and then I'll get like a month period where I'm just like binging whatever. Um, and yeah, I think it started with with we actually watched the anime of Altered Carbon. Have you seen that?
No, but I'm not the
No.
biggest anime fan. You know that, so
Well, it was the like since we weren't binging anything, it was like when you're used to not binging, it's almost like fasting, right? When you're used to not eating much, you don't want to eat too much because you feel like shit after. Um, so it was kind of the same thing. So we're like, oh, let's just check this out. This anime of Altered Carbon. It was only like an hour and a half, and checked it out. And I'm like, oh my god, okay, I gotta get back in this universe. And then we started season two right after, and wow, what a we got so much good TV these days, man. It is insane. It's
yeah, we're kind of spoiled for choice. Like I have my Amazon Prime membership, so I have access
yeah.
to HBO, A&E. I mean, it's just. I mean, you could literally. I'm not recommending it, but you could literally spend years of your life watching television.
Yeah, we're not recommending this.
I'm not recommending this. I'm just saying that the content is there, but I don't know,
Man,
moderation.
we had Amazon, Disney, and Netflix
Yeah,
plus regular cable.
right.
I
Like
was
I
like,
just got over the Mandalorian, and then
yeah.
and then I wanted to watch The Man in the High Castle, but realistically, I need to read the book first.
Oh, I haven't heard about that. What's that about?
Well, The Man in the High Castle is a Philip K. Dick book, who also did Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep and the
Oh,
inspiration
Blade Runner.
for Blade Runner. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So the Man in the High Castle is an alternate future where the Nazis won World War II,
Oh,
and they divided the United States into the Third Reich, and then the Japanese have the Pacific side.
okay.
And it's an alternate reality future where the
Is it
Nazis won the
is it an
war.
alternate future, like future after World War II, or even alternate
Yeah,
reality in our future? Like, is it like
it's like
2050 or
no, it's the immediate timeline that
aftermath?
like after World 1945. So 19, it's like
Yeah,
set in 1955 ish, I believe,
yeah, yeah. Okay.
in an alternate New York City that's Nazi controlled.
Oh, okay, okay, gotcha.
And I want to get into it, but realistically, like I have a bunch of books on back order that I need
Hmm.
to finish reading,
Yeah.
and that's one of them. So before, like, I'm a big proponent of reading a book before I watch the show, but that's
Not
that's
me.
just me. I what's yeah, that's just me.
Yeah.
But
I've
for
done
me,
both. I've seen shows before the books, and I've read books before the shows or movies or whatnot, and they both had their own charm. Man, I'm not one of those guys. Oh, the book is so much better than the movie, or vice versa. Um, each medium has their advantages and disadvantages, I think. Like books, like if we're gonna take like I know I Robot, like I'm a big Isaac Asimov fan, and the Robot series, like I fell in love with all the short stories and longer series of Isaac Asimov, and the Will Smith movie was okay, but it was very
I
forgettable to me
yeah, it
compared
didn't
to the
really
books.
it didn't really do the book's justice in my
Yeah,
opinion.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it was entertaining, but it was like going to Mike's restaurant or Pizza Hut or something. I mean, you enjoy it, but
It
it's
was
not
pretty
very
cookie cutter.
forgettable.
Yeah,
Yeah,
cookie cutter. I agree.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So, but Altered Carbon is it's pretty original. A good like I would compare it. I would say like the most like the show. I watched that like a few months back. Um, one of the best world building shows is The Expanse. I mean, they pay so much attention to scientific accuracy, to whatever physics they put in their world. Um, I would say that would be like the best world building, one of the best world building in a show. I think in Altered Carbon they don't pay as much attention, but it doesn't seem that unrealistic if you can imagine like a singularity happening in humanity at one point, and we're able to travel across time and be able to download consciousness into
Wow.
into a digital form, right, and transfer it. I mean, where it's already something. Some scientists are predicting that we might be able to do this, within the next 100 years, type of thing. So
That's kind of that's where neural nets and stuff are heading towards, anyways.
yeah. We were supposed to talk about that on one of our longer format podcasts, the about neural net, I think, but we didn't get to it. I don't think.
No, I need to do some more research, to be perfectly frank with you.
Yeah, but we know like we're already looking into this, like in a very serious fashion.
Well, we're like I said, I mean, we're not just with TV, but like virtual reality is becoming a real thing in the
Oh
world.
yeah, I mean, I played virtual reality game just like 4 or 5 years ago, and it was fucking wow. It was amazing. It was you really feel you're in a new 3D universe.
Wonder how much an Oculus Prime headset goes for right now. I don't know. Sorry, side note tangent, but
Yeah, well, hey, man, it's the time to indulge in those
I
little
mean,
gadgets there.
I don't know. I I've been fairly busy in my quote unquote self isolation downtime. So um, I mean, I've taken some breaks here and there in between, but to watch some good television.
Hmm.
I'm
Oh, me
watching
too, man.
I'm watching the new Star Trek Picard because I'm a big Next Generation fan and always really liked Patrick Stewart
Yeah,
as an actor.
same here.
Um,
But yeah, I was worried. I'm glad you confirmed it for me that it's not as plagued by this far leftist go woke crap that we've been seeing in a lot of TV shows like Doctor Who and Star Trek Discovery. You said it's garbage, right? Star Trek
Star
Discovery.
Trek is well. I mean, it's definitely has some redeeming, but unfortunately, it's been hijacked by the outside media agenda.
Yeah,
And if they had have done some different casting and kind of tweak the world a little bit, like
yeah,
it could have been a good show, a great show, but
yeah,
unfortunately, it rubbed myself and certain other parties the wrong way, just because it's really trying to push that social justice agenda. And I, I don't know what to say. Just if you get too woke, you're going to get broke. Is
yeah,
the name of the game here?
yeah. Just like Doctor Who, like they've never had as bad
No,
of ratings
I
as
won't.
of
I won't watch the new Doctor Who. I just won't
yeah,
do it. Just
yeah. I was a huge fan back in the day, like in the 80s Doctor Who. And
mm.
I started watching the newer versions, like the early 2000s and stuff, and I enjoyed it. But I guess maybe I had grown past it. Me, I saw the Ozarks that came out, the new season that came out this weekend. God damn, that's a good show. I mean that I think like I watch like every week like the newer episodes of Better Call Saul and The Walking Dead, which I love. Um, don't need to expand upon that, but the Ozarks, I would say, is like one of the. I think it's like the next generation of Breaking Bad when it comes to crime, drama, and intrigue. It's really a well written story, and it really takes you in all kinds of twists and turns, and it's a story about moral ambiguity
Moral ambiguity.
Yeah. Like there's the good guys have their own moral issues, and I mean, you could be like a lawyer for like sometimes when I watch shows of that nature, it's like, like I'll play devil's advocate, even like two characters that are in direct confrontation with each other. I'll play like devil's advocate for both sides, and and it's very hard sometimes where like who's right, who's wrong in a situation like that. uh, when you watch shows like that, you're really like, man, I'm glad I have my little tranquil life and I'm not placed in those types of positions, man.
Just be grateful for what you do have.
Yeah. Holy cow!
Yeah. The worst thing we have to worry about is like, did we buy enough toilet paper? You know what I mean?
Or did we leave enough for other people?
Right. Or like, did you change the roll this week there, John?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Or
we haven't bought toilet paper since this toilet paper scarcity thing happened.
You know what? Smart people don't buy toilet paper; they just borrow it.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, no, we haven't. Well, we tried a couple times, but none was made available.
Have you been? Go ahead.
Go ahead.
You've been to a grocery store recently? Because I just went out to the grocery store yesterday.
I went to the pharmacy this weekend.
Are there plastic over all the checkouts? In my small my small northern community, like community grocer is like, yeah, like there's plastic on. I didn't want to really talk about this, but
mm-hmm.
it just kind of blew my mind because it's like you're going through airport. It feels like you're going through airport security at the freaking grocery store.
Yeah. Well, what we have here is they only allow a certain amount of people at a time in the grocery store, so there's lineups. I didn't go. I know Jessica went. I think yesterday or the day before, but yeah, on Sunday she made a little pit stop, but that's about it.
You can borrow some of my Purell for 50 cents a dollop.
Oh, you're one of those, eh?
No, hey man,
the Purell hustlers
of
the world.
You know what? I'll put a link in the description. So
I was actually, I actually, because my girlfriend, she works in healthcare, and they were running out of masks and stuff like that. So I actually looked into contacts from my old business when I was just buying liquidations and stuff like that. And one of them had a Purell offer, and man, they were selling like per unit, like something, I think it was like $2 or $3, $2.50 or $3 US. Per small little bottle, which is, I mean, you can buy that at that price retail for less than that retail. I'm like, oh, look at that guy, man! Just fucking, like exaggerating the prices. Man, that's something you don't want to do in business, is like take advantage of something when it's scarce. I've seen business like there was
that's pretty skivvy.
Yeah, I mean, there was a flood. There was a flood in Saguenay, over 20 years ago, and there was this grocery store that was like super like overcharging on everything, and basically,
welcome to my life.
Yeah, they like super overcharging. But then there was this other store that was basically giving away his stuff that people didn't need. And so the guy during the flood did make a substantial amount of money, but a year later he went bankrupt because no one would go to his store anymore.
Yeah, well, because goodwill in hard times goes a long way later on.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So
yeah.
Anything else you want to touch upon, John?
No, I'm good. I'm actually last TV show, and I just started this last night. Is American Horror Story that I started season one yesterday, and man, I am hooked. I am hooked. I'm back in binge watching mode after the Ozarks and Altered Carbon. Hopefully this will be my last binge watch for a few weeks or to a few months now. But yeah, I'm pretty good right now.
I'm gonna finish Picard and then maybe go back to reading books.
Oh, there you go. I read, try to read every day via audiobook or manual book. I'm doing both actually lately. Try to soak
Uh,
up
yeah,
information.
I've been crushing. I think I've crushed at least 2 or 3 audiobooks in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, cool, man.
So
Yeah.
um,
I've trading in the zone. My last two audiobooks is Trading in the Zone and The Chin Paradox.
10 Pillars of Wealth by Alex Becker.
Yeah, you were telling me about that. I didn't even know he had a book.
Yeah, man.
Like,
He's actually. I like listening to his audiobooks actually.
well, I like listening to his videos. He has multiple like 15 to 25 minute videos. Very, I mean, this guy knows what he's talking about. He's dedicated his life to entrepreneurship, and
Mm-hmm.
he's become quite good at it. So definitely, he's worth a listen. That's for sure.
I also named my future cat.
Yeah.
Anyone you want to take a guess?
No.
His name is Corona Extra.
Corona Extra. All right.
Or COVID-19 actually, so I can fuck with a vet.
That's cool, man.
I think it's funny.
Yeah, it's humorous.
When do I ever take things seriously though?
I don't know. Do you? Do you ever take things seriously?
I try not to.
No.
No.
I'm always serious, man.
Serious Johnny Ramone all the time.
Johnny Ramone.
I haven't heard from him for a while.
Well, I think he's stuck in Cuba.
Oh yeah, he's got those chicas to look after down there.
Yeah, he has to take care of his chicas, man.
Chicas are for fun, man.
Chicas, and that's what he always told me, man. He's my cousin, Johnny Ramone, and
Yeah.
when he's back, when he's allowed back out of Cuba, we'll have him on one day, and we can pick his brain.
Oh, okay.
See how the chicas are doing. Yeah, chicas are for fun, man.
Chicas are for fun. On that note, you can always reach us at our socials.
Yeah.
The Doomer Bloomer podcast on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. And my personal is Bill_ETE on both Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah, and I don't have a personal because I'm too important.
No, that's right.
But no, I haven't. I haven't developed like anything, but you can reach me on the on our Instagram account and our other socials that Bill has. If you want to address something personally to me,
or
feel free.
Or the Gmail address is themapletrues@gmail.com. And
Yes, sir.
if anyone wants to send physical mail, feel free.
Yes, sir.
All right.
You have a good one.
Over and out.
Cheers.